about me.
Oh, well, fuck them, dude. That's the way it goes.
Suck my dick. You know how it goes.
That's the way it goes. So what'd you think about that bullshit that they said about Titanforging?
Oh,
did you see that, dude?
God.
Man, fuck
yeah,
Blizzard. I'm so tired of this shit, man.
I showed it to you.
Oh my god, dude. All right, I'm gonna read this to you guys, okay? This is what Blizzard said. And you know, like, because I bet they picked the questions ahead of time, right? For, like, the, what do you call it? Wildhead.com. Let me pull this up. Okay, I love it. Yeah, I bet you fucking do. God damn it. All right, just a second. I'm gonna read the rest of these. What was it called? I'm trying to think of the name. The other Blizzard... I was too far back. Affixes, additional questions. Okay, this is what it is. So Blizzard asked a question, or sorry, people asked Blizzard a question about Titanforging, right? And as you guys see, I think that they did not read my last donation message. Echo Zulu, all right, just a second, let me read it real quick. Question for a casual WoW player, does 340 Animal and Ret Pally sound good to start rating normal? Not really, I wouldn't say so. Savannah's not Order of the Wrathgate, they're trying to cover up their shitty writing and blame it on previous blunders. They are money grubbing, so they will do whatever makes them the most money. They hate whenever large portions of their player base cry. Well, I mean, obviously they wouldn't want everybody to cry. I mean, I don't really think that's reasonable to criticize them on, but I know what you're trying to say, I think. I'm not even really sure. Thank you very much, Echo Zul, for the 10. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, dude. No way people are over-analyzing this. The Dreadlord during the Rebellion was trying to summon his master, and he clearly says, I need more time to master is here. He was trying to summon Sargeras. Why did the Banshee Queen go with that plan? It makes no sense. See, this is the thing, man. Is like, everybody knows small parts of this story, and I need to figure out what the whole fucking thing is, because it just seems like it's bullshit to me. I don't know, man. I wish McConnell Rhett would stream. Cool. Thank you very much, Narendal, for the reset for 15 months. I appreciate that. Echo, thank you very much for the 5 again, man. Okay, just a second. Let me read this thing here, okay? This is the post that people wanted me to read. It was like yesterday or something like that. Will gear ever return to the way... Have you read this before? You did, right?
Yeah, I'm the one... I showed it to you. What do you mean?
Okay, great. So you know what this is.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Wait, what?
I showed it to you. You only know about it because of me.
Okay, good. Thanks for letting me know about it. Okay, so the question here is, will gear ever return to the way that it used to be with no Warforging or Titanforging? And the short answer is that's unlikely. Now, my opinion on this right now, right off the bat, is that they are doing this. I forgot what I was going to say. Just a second, let me read this here. McConnell, your dynamic with Asmongold literally makes the stream 1,000 times better. Never feel bad about being on stream. We all fucking love you. Never forget that. The more you are on stream, the better. Perfect duo. Look at that curse. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I'm sure McConnell does as well. I'm glad that you enjoy the content. Thank you very much. Sorry, I forgot entirely what I was saying.
You were saying why this is the case?
What?
Are you awake?
Yeah, I'm awake.
Wake up, dude.
Okay.
Oh,
let me read it.
Don't. That's self-harm.
Let me read it. Just a second. I'm gonna read it now. All right, are we good? That's unlikely. Gear used to only be available from a handful of activities such as raiding or rated PvP. Obtaining a specific piece of gear could be a month-long pursuit. As the quantity and variety of sources of gear increased over the years, increasingly, the pacing of rewards wasn't matching the pacing of the activity itself. By Mists of Pandaria, a guild progressing through a raid zone over the course of a couple of months could reach a point where they were fully equipped with the gear from that tier before having finished that zone. Well, that's not true because all the last bosses dropped important gear that you needed to finish your set. Lacking individual motivation or excitement about rewards when raiding, even if the encounters themselves were still fun, meant a lack of continued progression for the group. If you were stuck on Shaw of Fear, there was no real expectation that your group would get any stronger week after week to help you overcome that hurdle. Well, that's where you would get better at the game. That gave Rise to Thunderforging as a system in 5.2, which evolved into the system that we know today. Okay.
Huge fucking mistake.
So, I have no problem with that logic. I agree, actually, with the idea that every raid team should be able... What's up, Daladorn? Thank you very much for the resub. Every raid team should be able to, like, expect to get more powerful week after week in some way or another, or have a better chance of killing the boss in some way or another. The only problem that I have is the way they're doing that is by adding random rewards. It's not that I disagree with the idea at all. I'm completely fine with the idea. It's the implementation that sucks. Like, making all of the gear more random and giving it bonus stats randomly doesn't make it any more fun. Let me go to the second part. We also like that Warforging preserves a sense of possibility to most encounters and allows a group's overall item level to continue to increase steadily. It also creates moments of surprise and excitement. See, I want to go back and talk to you guys about this fucking word, excitement. You see that? Fucking excitement. Excitement. This is all it's about, is excitement. It's not about fulfillment, it's about excitement nowadays. That's all it is. It's RNG. Across all types of players and activities. Of course, we understand that when an exceptionally lucky player gets a perfect Titanforged item from a raid finder boss, that it can feel like it undermines mythic content. But ultimately, that's just a single piece of gear. Overall, the mythic raider will be better geared than the normal or heroic raider, even if the latter gets lucky once. We restrict the ability of pieces and weapons such as Azerite gear to Titanforge, and we've reduced the chances of extreme Titanforging in BFA. We used to see players who felt obligated to run content that they outgeared just for the chance at lucky upgrades, and now we see far less of that behavior. You see less of that behavior because Azerite isn't as rewarding as artifact power. It has nothing to do with Titanforging chances. It never had anything to do with that. It was because people wanted to do it for artifact power, and like, they don't care about Azerite power as much. That's the whole reason. Like, RNG is not fun. Like, that's... Like, this is why, I guarantee you, like, they didn't answer this question at BlizzCon because they knew they would have gotten probably fucking booed. Because people don't want this. Like, I don't get this at all. WoW has always been RNG. I mean, to compare Titanforging to base gear drop RNG is stupid. I mean, anybody that would make that comparison is just a stupid person. I don't really even know what else you can say about that. You watch some Vertanium videos, wonder what happened to that guy? Apparently he became a fitness trainer or something like that. Thank you very much for the 5, Doug. I appreciate it. Just get lucky, yeah. Like, see, I have no problem with the logic and, like, the thing of, like, basically... Let me think of a way to put it. The idea of becoming more powerful every week. I think that's awesome. The only problem that I have is that it's random. Like, that's what I don't like. I feel like Blizzard can make a system that works the same way, and they already had a system like this with the gear upgrades in Mists of Pandaria. Like, why do you have to do this?
How many times has Method killed Mythic Cahoon?
3 times, I believe.
How long ago did they down it?
Months ago. Oh, it's only twice? That's sad. Do you know why they haven't killed it that many times?
Not worth it.
It's not worth the time. It's just not worth the time. Why would you go and do that if you could just get better Titanforge gear from an easier boss? That's really what the truth is. And I'm pretty sure they're already boosting Mythic Cahoon. Oh yeah, I'm sure they're doing that, but like they're killing it as a guild? No, they're not doing that. There's actually no guarantee you get better each week because it's still random. Titanforging doesn't even fix the issue they're talking about.
That's true.
That is actually completely true. Yeah, you're 100% right. I don't know why I didn't think of that myself. I just don't even know what to say here. Like, we like the Warforging preserves a sense of possibility to most encounters. I just don't get it, man. Like, do you think this shit is ever gonna stop? Like,
I mean...
Go ahead.
It just depends. If enough people want it, and if we... Okay, maybe the gamers rise up things played out, but like maybe if enough people actually give a shit about Titanforging and Warforging, and over a long enough period they start complaining about it, maybe they'll take it away. but I don't know, dude. Like, I thought it was cool because, like, in Missa Pandaria, you'd have like a pretty long time to get your gear, and then it gave you like enough time to enjoy it before you were on the treadmill. You know what I mean? Like, at a certain point, what are you playing the game for? You just doing it to get back on the treadmill over and over and over, like after a month or two? Like, you want to enjoy the fucking gear that you get.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Titanforging should just be replaced with the Valor Point system that you can upgrade the gear on your own. Like, they can even have Titanforging stay in the game. I just want an alternative to it. Like, that's all I've ever wanted, is an alternative to RNG gearing. Like, it's not even like how's that so hard? I don't understand that. It's so frustrating, man. Like, I don't get it. It used to be gear for me. Yeah, it's like I used to be really excited about getting a piece of gear, and like now I just don't even. Grinding RNG for the sake of RNG. Yeah, it's like, who has fun doing that? That's the same thing that Diablo has, and Diablo's a dead game. Like, that's the whole fucking problem. Is Diablo's a dead fucking game because people don't want to just refarm the same shit over and over.
I mean, I think it's a little complicated. I think Diablo's a dead game because it's partly a terrible game, and partly because the competitor is just multitudes better. You know what I mean? So I think it's deeper than that.
Well, that's what would happen. Like, WoW doesn't have a competitor. That's the issue. Is like, nothing competes with WoW. It's the only MMO out there. So like, if WoW does something, that's all there is to it. Period. Just make WoW mobile. Well, that's the thing, right? PayPal won't give me. I don't know why it does that. Okay, just a second. Like, I just think that the devs are so out of touch with this. Is that they just don't understand. And this is what I really don't like here. Of course, we understand that when an exceptionally lucky player gets a perfect Titanforged item from a Raid Finder boss, that it can feel like it undermines mythic content. But ultimately, that's just a single piece of gear. That's not. So basically, they're telling you that the way that you feel is wrong. And I think the biggest issue with Titanforging is actually the psychological element to it. Is that people used to feel rewarded and feel good about getting a piece of gear, and now you don't feel any of that shit because anybody else can get that just by getting a little bit more lucky than you did. So there's no exclusivity to having a certain power level in the game. You just randomly achieve that or not. Now, people that do the harder content, yeah, right, of course, they on average get better gear, but that doesn't feel good, right? It's cool to be able to have this really awesome piece of gear, that you earned because you completed some sort of difficult task. And now that doesn't exist. There are no power upgrades or anything like that a player can get besides that other people can't get just by being lucky. And that's what's so frustrating about it. You're saying the gamers are dicks like Horace? Wait, what do you mean by that? Just a second. Yeah, Nickelback? What? Oh, you don't like this song? You guys are too good for this song? Well, too bad. Dumb argument. Well then, all right. You know what, Zanster? We're gonna call you out right now. Zahnster. I think that's your name. You have a pink name. Why is it a dumb argument? Let's find it out. Why is it dumb? You come up with something stupid, you're getting banned in chat. What is it? Why am I dumb? Why is the argument dumb? What do you think he's gonna say?
I don't know. I can't fucking read because you guys are chat spamming so fucking much. Let him say something, chat.
All right, let's see. We're waiting. We'll give him 30 seconds. We'll ban him in chat. Dumb as hell. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see him saying anything, man. Wait, he left? Did he actually leave?
You fucking pussy.
Let's ban him.
Fuck him.
What's his name?
Zanster.
Zan. I don't want to ban the wrong person.
I forget what it was. It was Zan something.
Okay, well, he's already banned. All right, there we go. We got rid of him, boys. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, it's just people like that. I don't know. Like, I just don't want to deal with them. Okay. Yeah, we'll get rid of them. I don't like having stupid people in my chat. It's annoying. What about a system where your kill count increases the chance of Titanforges? Why does it, like, why do people want to, why do they want to compromise on something that's inherently unfair? Like, I don't understand. Obviously, doesn't reward you based off of their performance. I don't see how that's good at all.
I bet, you know what, I bet you could do?
Yeah.
I bet you could do a poll or like a study of who actually likes Titanforging slash Warforging and how close they live to Las Vegas.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. That's not wrong. Okay. Let me read the rest of this. Players will always want to use the best traits on Azerite gear for every situation. Why punish the player with a big gold cost to reforge? We draw a distinction between items and character attributes like specs or talents. Usually you can't change the former at all, or there's a destructive process involved like replacing a gem or enchantment or an artifact relic in Legion. A healer trinket is a healer trinket, and it can't be morphed into a tank trinket if you want to switch from holy to prot. If you want to perform at a given level for both specs, you need separate trinkets of similar quality. However, we're mindful of feedback that we've gotten with spec flexibility, and we want Azerite armor to be flexible so that you can swap from fire to frost if you want to, swap from Mars to protection without some friction. We ultimately settled on a respec that started out at 5 and increased and decayed rapidly. Nonetheless, mistaken choices or experimentation can quickly spiral out of control and leave even occasional respecs feeling overly costly. In Tides of Vengeance, we will be doubling the rate at which respec cost decays, so it will go down by 50% every 24 hours. Additionally, given the changes to several Azerite traits and a new one's coming in the update, we will provide a one-time reset to all respec costs whenever the update goes live. That seems fine. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm not complaining about that. It's fine. Read my donation regarding Vertnoon again. I have some fun info about him from back in the day. Okay, just a minute.
Did you thank Lord Azir for his 15 months?
I think so, yeah. I don't remember. I thanked somebody for it. I forgot. Like, I'm honestly, like, Okay, just a second. I live close to him. Okay, that's cool, man. Yeah, I didn't know that. Sorry, I didn't see that. I'm just getting... Okay, what... You watch Beliar's video about the Wrathgate. Just a minute. Let me read these, okay? Please watch Beliar's video about the Wrathgate. Okay, the devs at Blizzard are a bunch of yes men who are too scared to tell the upper chain their money-hungry ideas are bad for the flow of the game. I think that you're probably right. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea, but that's the way that it seems like to me. Thank you very much, Taggy, for the $2. I appreciate it. Titanforging is about excitement because excitement releases dopamine, which is addictive. They want people to get addicted to their game rather than play it because it's fun and fulfilling. Like, you're probably right, actually. Hoggers, my hoggers. Thank you very much, Rhaegar, for the sub, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Don't watch any more game videos. Yeah, I think we've already watched 2 of those. Like, there's not really anything else we can really expand on there. I am glad that they're getting rid of the Azerite, or not getting rid of it, or at least like minimizing the Azerite respec costs. All right, here's the next one. How will you motivate Mythic Raiders to raid when Mythic Keystone gear can Titanforge to such high item levels? Aside from the prestigious titles and cosmetic rewards, Mythic raiding remains one of the most reliable sources of in-game gear in the game. With more ability to target specific pieces via bonus rolls and trading, it's no coincidence that the best geared players in the game are, without almost all exception, Mythic Raiders who do other types of in-game content. Historically, raiding was the only way to get better gear in the game, but our goal today is to provide parallel in-game item progression paths for different playstyles to reward skill, dedication, and organization in various forms. Ideally, each of these paths also offers some unique benefits that set it apart from the others. I mean, that seems basically fine. Like, I don't see the... Yeah, what's wrong with that? That's completely good.